Alright, so finally, 3 of my final samples have arrived. I'm getting ready to go for a run, but we're going to break it down. We're going to do it a bit differently. This video is going to be a long video. Let's just change this now. It's going to be a long video because I'm going to test them through different environments. Essentially, this is my daily runner, finally ready. And these are my walking / trail shoes. Bam, bam, bam. And we're going to go into more detail. The quality is amazing, amazing. Like, I can finally put this out in the world. This is fantastic. This is what I've been waiting for. It's a bit pricey, but it will do. 1, 2, this is a variation, more of a lace. And then this is a running shoe. Let's go out for a run. Like, I don't even think you understand how excited I am. I have been waiting for this for 2.5 months now, this final sample, and we're gonna go into production. It's just amazing when you finally see something you've been working on for a while and it's to the standard you want it. Like, I'm super excited. I'm so happy. This one's going to be a 10k run to break in this one. The lockdown should be pretty good from what I remember. I've tried them on already, but we'll give you that experience as well. I just love the way it feels. And yeah, this is going to be like a between 8 to 10k run, like nothing too crazy. I'm already on like 30 kilometers for the week, and then towards the end of the month is when I start ramping it up with regards to the mileage. But this whole month of January, we're just getting our body used to going out and doing regular runs again, before we start doing the ridiculous stuff. But let's put these on. Look at that, straight away, no problem. Oh, loving that. Super excited. Oh, that is, yeah, that's ready to go. Let's head outside, and it's kind of lukewarm weather now. It was super cold last week and the week before that. Now it's like 9 degrees, so I'll take that. I don't need to wrap up too much. Let's go. I will say I can feel the wind, so it's breathable. It's probably more of like a summer shoe. But yesterday I took a day off, so I'm gonna need to probably wrap up a little bit because I thought it was gonna be a bit warmer than this, but I think I'm wrong. But let's go. They're always doing something. I think there was a burst main here yesterday. Yep, there was. So the foam was breaking in quite quickly. Thought it would have taken a bit longer. Don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I have to wait and see. So far though, super responsive. Super responsive. So I changed the lacing a little bit because I wasn't getting enough blood flow, and that seems to have made a huge difference. I'm able to push off a little bit more. I used the extra hole for the lace, and that wasn't a smart idea. I just realized I was just been shooting the majority of this run in 5.7k. Terrible. If it looks bad, I'm sorry. I'll do better. Oh man. Because I was a bit too excited, I had a bit too much food and my heart rate is too high. It's at 160 and I'm not doing 160 pace. Frustrating, super frustrating. Bruh, some days your heart rate just says no. I'm only 5 kilometers in. Heart rate's been at 160. I did wake up with a headache. Maybe that has something to do with it. Oh my God, this is tough. So, doing my energy setup, this is only gonna be a 8k run because I don't know what's happening. It's one of those days. Tomorrow we'll do 15k because what the hell? I think what happened was I underestimated my recovery score, even though it's 80%. I feel like getting home at 4 can mess with your circadian rhythm, and no matter what you do, your recovery is not 100%. That or I'm just having a turbo run. Alright, so at the end of this extremely painful run, testing out my samples, I can say, I think by about 50 kilometers, this shoe will feel amazing. For me, it's a good start. I'm obviously going to make iterations to it over the course of its life, but it's ready. It's ready. For us heavier runners, it's heavy. The foam won't collapse too much. So for us heavier runners, you should feel the support. That's the angle. I'm at 8K, but let's go a little bit more just to get as close as possible to the coffee shop. Honestly, this has been painful, man. Couldn't even tell you why. Must be the bread. You can't have bread like that before these type of runs. Well, I can't anyway. My cadence though, 175, so very good. Very good. Almost here. And there we have it. I could do 10, but no. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, that was moderate high. Oh, good Lord. What was that? What was that? Let's go have this coffee. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. The usual, the usual. No worries. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Let's head home, get ready, and wear the other ones as I go out to do a few clients. It's a late one today for me, super late. I love it. It feels amazing. It feels amazing. I'm just gonna keep walking around in it. So not only did I go for running shoes, I've been looking at trail shoes and sort of walking shoes as well to launch. And what I'm wearing right now is a variation of that. It's not necessarily suited for running, but for walking day to day, this type of weather, this type of terrain. Well, not this type of terrain, I'm walking on concrete, but like muddy terrain, grip, wet. This is perfect for it, and it's a BOA grip as well. So BOA lockdown, I should say. I think this will do well. I like it. So another reason I was thinking it's like a good idea to start off with like more of a walking shoe and testing out different elements and something that doesn't require a lot of like vigorous testing is capital, raising capital for the super expensive stuff I want to do, like, you know, super critical phones, and that whole process is a bit more pricey. So I'm hoping that by launching this, it will showcase the quality of the future products and also enable me to kind of like build an audience, people that are interested. So yeah, this year I'll be launching 2 to 3 products, I believe. Yeah, I'm hoping that what I'm wearing now will do well. It's cold, man, my gosh. Whew. As soon as the sun goes down. I woke up today. I've been up for 2 hours. As you can see, I'm ready to go for a run. But the reality is, I didn't want to do it. My recovery's been bad for the last 2 days. It's been like low 50s. Doesn't mean I can't work out, it just means I'm feeling fatigued. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go out, try and clock in this 5K in the samples. Let's go. It's much colder today, much colder. We're only about 1.5 kilometers in. Still not quite warm. Not the best day for this. I'm wearing shorts. That was painful. That was painful. Oh gosh. You already know the routine. Finish a run. This is like a reward, especially when I was so close to not going out today. Gosh, we've done it though. Again, one thing I will say, the shoes are growing on me for sure. For sure. The only thing I need to tell my manufacturers is it starts off a bit firm, so maybe they can make the sole, the foam, I'm out of breath. Maybe they can make the foam a bit softer. And there's a way to do that. I'm not gonna obviously say on video, but there's a way. At the moment, I'm happy with it. So we did it. It was a 5K run. It was much faster than my usual, actually. 5K pushed, moderate heart rate. Didn't burn a lot of calories on that run. Like my HRV is quite high, actually, 65, even though my recovery score is apparently 53%. So this is the thing with these scores. Sometimes it's just good to get out there and do it. Today, I'm obviously going for these. You've noticed that I've probably, I think from the first video, I've taken off like the different grip and put laces on because I prefer it with laces, and it locks down better than the grip that I had, like the zip tie grip that I had on. Zip tie grip? I'm not saying the zip tie lacing system I had on. Zip tie grip. Wow. This is much better. So I'm going to be wearing these again today. It's quite wet outside, so get to test out how grippy it is again and just bash it around to see if it will last as long as I think it will. I actually think this will be a bargain. The price, I'm going to sell it for about 89. When you add all the taxes and stuff, it'll be £100. So if you're looking for a stable shoe, something that you can wear in, you know, pretty much like wet conditions, not lose your grip, not have water completely seeping through, still quite stylish, good for long distance walking and trails, then this is your go-to. But I need to crack on with my day, man. These are the other ones. But we're gonna go for these today. I'm enjoying the laces. I just prefer how they feel. Yesterday was another late night. A lot going on. Got to bed super late, so it's 10:30 a.m. I start work at 5 p.m. today, and I'm gonna go out for at least a 10K run now, but it's gonna be slow paced, zone 2 for half of it. Then when we get to the park, do a lap of the park, I believe. Take my gels with me. I use the High Five gels, so yeah. I personally don't think it's overkill for bring 3. I'll have one now, and then the other one at like 6K, and then decide if I want to have the last one. But yeah, my energy is low, even though my recovery is 80%. Yeah. So compared to yesterday, I did a 12K. Today's 12K, it all has to be slow, like zone 2, low to mid zone 2, not too strenuous, which could be difficult. Sometimes running the same route over and over again can be boring because you know what to expect. But today I got a dilemma. I don't want to do laps, but I'm gonna have to lap it, which is boring, super boring. I should also say my recovery is only 56% today, so it has to be slow. Take my time to warm up my body. You know what's crazy? The more you run, the more you know your body, the more you understand your body. When I'm fully recovered, it takes me about half a kilometer or a kilometer to warm up. When I'm not recovered like this, 2K in, and I'm still feeling terrible. So we're gonna take 5 kilometers to warm up. Wow. 135 beats. All right, so almost at 5 kilometers. Not halfway yet, but almost. And one thing I'm noticing, my heart rate's low, but the effort's not too low. but the effort's not low at all. Okay, so I'm at 5 kilometers. Heart rate is weirdly high, even though it's supposed to be an easy run. I think that's a testament to my poor recovery last night. Now we've got 2 laps of this park, maybe 2 laps and a half, and then we head home. It's supposed to be easy anyway. No gels today, so no stomach issues. Yesterday I took 2 gels and I had to go, man. My body just can't stomach it. Need to try some different brands. Let's go. See what happens when you don't get out early enough. It's raining now. Oh gosh. Trouble, trouble, trouble. I don't want to be stuck in the rain. It's gonna make me cold. Back it out. Naturally, when it starts raining, you run faster. Throw the workout out. Oh gosh. No discipline. I can't take home. Sod this. Why? Why? He said it wasn't gonna rain until later. What is this? Gosh. Seems like we've got really bad weather, but the issue is now I'm cold. So, get to the coffee shop, 9 kilometers in. This was a terrible run. Terrible. I'm soaked. But this is to be expected. So I mean by the UK. Look at it now. Sunny. So I think I'm at 10 kilometers almost. I'm gonna do the 12. I'm just gonna take the longer way around to the coffee shop, and hopefully that takes me to 12, because I'm not actually tired. I was just going a bit too fast, so I'll slow it down now. That's what I mean about it being like weird weather. When I left the house it was like this. Then we just had that burst of rain. Now it's gone. And it feels warm again. It's nice that the wind has calmed down now, because I feel like I'm drying up already. My hair though, carrying a lot of water right now, not ideal. And what I find interesting about my body, when I don't take gels, no stomach ache. In fact, the only brand that works well for me is Morton. They're just overpriced. And training with it will be expensive. But I might have to just bite the bullet and spend. I'm tired, super tired. 12K complete. That was terrible. Average heart rate for 149, so definitely within zone 2. Didn't feel like it. Oh boy, my hair. I'm gonna have to retwist this as soon as I get in, because I was not expecting that rain, man. Well, yeah, I was saying, now that we're way over 100 kilometers in testing these shoes, I clearly know what I have to do. I need a bit more stack height in them, and I need to make the foam a bit softer, especially around the forefoot, and a bit more padding around there. So that's the only thing that really needs to change. Also actually the lockdown, so I think the top hole, which I'll show, needs changing. I need to move it further up so it locks down better and still keeps the blood flowing to the foot. But those are minor changes. We're almost there. I like the shape of it. There's enough space. Like, there's enough space at the toes, more than enough space, which is good. It's definitely more of a road shoe. But yeah, oh, I'm just tired. See, now it's warm again. Can't make this up. Here's the thing, after a workout like that, you always feel good. I like to sit down for a bit, enjoy my coffee before cracking on with the day. And I'm already editing some of the 360s that will go on my social media. And honestly, I'm not tired. It's just my sleep quality was not good. and we need to get to the bottom of that because it keeps happening. I start working later today, but I have put on the third pair. I've been wearing them for the last few days, and we're going to spend the whole day in them. I actually feel like the lace version I can run in. I had a different lockdown before, which was like the sort of zip tie one. I always forget the name of it. And I took it off because, you know, with my manufacturer, we've been trying to figure out what the best... Hold on. Is that... Oh, I thought there was an issue with the stitching. It wasn't, it was the laces. We've just been trying to figure out what the best lockdown would be. And I actually think the zip ones are not that good for the lockdown. Laces or the boa, they're the best because it really does crunch the top and it locks in. So I actually think I'm going to go for a long run this weekend in these. They're not designed necessarily for road running, but I'm going to try them on different terrain just to see how they hold up. Because the sole is nice, like there's a lot of grip. When I'm walking outside, I do feel as if I have a lot of grip. The upper is good. There are some areas where I look at it and go, is that going to last? But I think it will. I think it will, and that's the whole point of this process of like testing. Like you just want to make sure you want to make sure everything is as bulletproofed as possible before you put it out there, because it's got a lot less long. Like if I want people to spend, including taxes, like £100, then it has to make sense, and that's where we're at the moment. But let's head outside. Just don't worry about that.
Equal employment opportunity.
The fatigue I'm feeling, it's just on a different level, but the shoes are comfortable. That's all that matters. I've been walking around in it for a while now. I've done probably close to 50,000 steps. That's a lie. Maybe I can actually calculate it. Hold on. Yeah, I've done close to 30,000 steps in the grey ones. These ones, I don't even know if you can see it properly. These ones, and yeah, it feels good. I've definitely broken them in. I actually think I can run in them. It could be the perfect hybrid shoe. Yeah, I think I could run in them. But I'm just feeling fatigued. I think my training and my sleep, something's just not aligning at the moment, and I need to sort that out because it could become problematic. I've got another full day of working now, so unfortunately, got to crack on.
Hey guys, before we get on with the video, I want to get some love today.
Alright, putting down on this for a second. Alright, yeah, so this is what I've basically been running in the most out of all of the free final samples that have arrived. This has been what I've spent a lot of time with. I'm only going to show this side. I'm not really going to show the other side so you can see the full design, but essentially it is almost ready. I just need a bit more padding around sort of this area here, the forefoot going forward. The insole probably needs a bit of work as well, but the structure of the upper is good. I'm also going to change sort of the tongue because the material's fine, but it makes it a bit hard to like really lock it down. But I've already been speaking to my manufacturers about that, and those are easy changes to make. The heel is perfect, so not complaining on that at all. And the EPTU foam for me has been perfect, so again, not complaining about that at all. Overall structure is good. I'm just checking, is that going to stay on? Oh yeah, it is a heat press. Is that a heat press? Yeah, that will stay on, no problem at all. Yeah, that's all right at the moment. With the other stuff, this is without doubt my favorite design. It's like a boa, it's a boa, so you can click, 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 click. And this has been amazing to walk around in. I have probably done about 10 kilometers of walking in this, but I need to do more, if I'm really honest with you. And I will be going for a hike at some point, probably next week, so that'll be a whole different video. I'm not going to put that into this one because the video will just be too long, but this is what we're going to start with. This colorway, all black with elements of white, laces and boa. So we're going to have some laces, some boa. And the only thing with the boas, like even when I was speaking to our manufacturers, because when we designed it, I was thinking with the boas, if something goes wrong, like how do you actually change it? And I need to speak to them about that because I'm not sure I would be able to do anything if it goes wrong. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. But if I'm honest, you know what I'm loving the most at the moment is my training. So this is about 5 weeks of consistency as I'm like ramping up my training now this year. Like I'm not trying to have a period where I go a few weeks without hitting my weekly mileage. I'm just enjoying it. Like I'm enjoying it so much now. It's become like a routine, and I'm making sure it fits around my work instead of like making excuses for not getting a run done. That's all right at the moment. But throughout this video, I've basically completed, I think, 20 runs. And let's just look at some of the stats. If I can get to the page. Strava can be so slow sometimes. I think I'll put it up here. How many runs have I completed? On average, I've done 4 runs a week consistently, which I'm enjoying that. Next month, it will be 5 because I have to increase the mileage. And my VO2 max at the moment is 52. And when I'm fully fit, it's around, I would say close to 60. I haven't broken 60 in a long time. But the interesting thing with the type of training I'm doing at the moment is a lot of it is like low heart rate zone. So like zone 2 training. And as a result, my heart rate is dropping even more. Like my heart rate zones are changing. So I think I eventually just need to do a VO2 max test. Like if you look at some of the data, like today's run was just a 9K. It was supposed to be a bit of an interval session without going above my threshold. So my paces were, it was an average pace of 6 minutes and 37 kilometers, which is good. I'm a bit of a heavier runner, as you can see. And then, for example, the day before that, 12K, a bit, that was supposed to be a slower run. Why can't I see all of my activities? This is so weird. They've changed the way Strava works for some reason. I'm gonna have to screenshot these. But yeah, overall, I'd say like the consistency feels good on my body, like really good. But we need to start wrapping this video up because the next video is actually gonna be me going on a 2-day event. It'll be like a hiking for the whole day in one pair of my shoes, and then running for a whole day in the other pair. So that should be a fun video to film. But it's Chinese New Year at the moment, so I won't get another update from my manufacturers until probably like another 2 weeks. I think they take 2 weeks off. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment.